McHale Andrew, Chief Executive Officer of Invest St. Lucia, which is the official investment promotion agency of the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. I want to congratulate David Roberts and the CaribDirect International Business Network for the initiative in trying to bring together potential investors, entrepreneurs, the diaspora, the Caribbean diaspora, and business leaders in St. Lucia as well as in other Caribbean islands and the wider diaspora to forge possible opportunities for investment and trade in the Caribbean. The objectives of CIBN are consonant with those of Invest St. Lucia. We are mandated to facilitate the increasing flows of investment into St. Lucia for the purpose of generating economic growth and increased economic activity, which would in turn help to transform the economies of the various Caribbean islands, in particular in St. Lucia, and to also have a transformative effect on the welfare of the people of St. Lucia. So we want to associate with that initiative that CIBN has instituted, and we want to first of all endorse any measure, any cogent measure aimed at meeting that objective. The value of such an initiative is obvious. We have a slew of investment ideas and many potential investors or investors' representatives present ideas, some of them developed, some of them not so developed. And we have learned that to make an investment proposal realistic and implementable, one requires real investors, either high net worth individuals, private equity funds, sovereign wealth funds, or financing institutions, to partner with project sponsors, persons with just business ideas, as well as with business operators, to make the proposition a real one. And that is what we are hoping could be done in this particular case. The diaspora is replete with examples of all three, both investors and investor representatives, as well as persons with project ideas. We provide information at Invest St. Lucia to facilitate investors and project sponsors being able to consummate the business proposals. And we believe that what is happening with CIBN would only support that process. We are particularly concerned about the number of distressed tourism projects that were consequences of the economic recession, the global economic recession of 2007-2008. And we have seen lately a renewed interest in resuscitating some of those projects. Most of those projects are large tourism development projects. Some of them were never actually started, it was just conceptual. Others were in pretty advanced stages of implementation, and we are focused now on resuscitating those projects. One of the lessons learned from that experience is that we have to be very careful about overly leveraging those projects. As we have learned all too well, that when a project depends almost exclusively on debt financing, then that makes it very much vulnerable to the vagaries of the international financial market. And so the diaspora is encouraged to partner with various equity partners for the purpose of securing high equity to debt structured projects that will sustain any possible shocks to the financial system. And that is one of the lessons learned from the recession, and that is one of the things that we would encourage. We would also encourage the diaspora to very carefully look at opportunities for plug-in investment gaps, particularly in the tourism, manufacturing, in particular agro-processing and infrastructure sectors. These are the sectors we believe that St. Lucia has a comparative and perhaps even a competitive advantage in. And there are real opportunities in all those sectors that could be found either by calling Invest St. Lucia, going on to the Invest St. Lucia website, which is www.investstlucia.com. We would have, by the time this video is aired, had our inaugural St. Lucia Investment Forum, where we would have presented specific investment opportunities, real investment opportunities to the international investment market. And some of those opportunities may still be available. But if you call Invest St. Lucia, you will get the details on all those possible investment opportunities. We believe that St. Lucia's strongest proposition as far as investment is concerned is its natural beauty, the warmth and friendliness of its people, and its course of dealings in investments. We have been successful in attracting some very successful brands in tourism, in agro-processing, and in other smaller niches within the economy. In particular, we have had a number of high-end boutique properties, the Jade Mountains and the Cap Maisons, Ladera, Chassenay, now we have the Sugar Beach Resort. These are all exquisite high-end offerings that have been able to win many accolades from internationally recognized tourism ranking agencies. And we believe that there is ample opportunity to build on that success by widening and expanding the opportunities in that sector. But there is also the issue of the ancillaries of tourism, the culinary offerings, the cultural products, the fashion, and the offerings that are authentic and reflective of the enterprise, the heritage, and the culture of St. Lucia. We believe that those opportunities need to be explored. In manufacturing, we have looked at the success of agro-processors, from St. Lucia Distillers to Baron Foods to Wynwood and Leeward Brewery and Viking Traders. We believe there is a possibility of exploring further opportunities in that manufacturing niche, and even expanding that niche to include exploratory research opportunities as well as manufacturing opportunities in herbal medicine. Given St. Lucia's rich biodiversity, its plant, its fauna, we believe that there are real opportunities in there. And then because St. Lucia is a small, resource-constricted island, there are opportunities for responsible infrastructure development that protects the natural environment but removes the spatial discontinuities between various points on the island. There are some feasibility studies ongoing, but there are nevertheless opportunities in hard infrastructure, roads, bridges, ports, highways, as well as in soft infrastructure, alternative energy, telecommunications, the ICT-related sector, knowledge process outsourcing, business process outsourcing, educational establishments, training institutions. Those opportunities are real. In some instances, we have improved the offering by doing the requisite analysis and research to zoning on what exactly is required. For instance, the Ministry of Sustainable Development would have, by the time you hear this video, have already put in place an energy roadmap that delineates the specific opportunities in various alternative energy subsectors in the economy of St. Lucia.